Journey to the West, Chapter 3. The great sage equal to heaven wreaks havoc in heaven. The king of the underworld and the dragon king both came to the Jade Emperor, accusing Sun Wukong of causing trouble in the dragon palace and the underworld. The Jade Emperor was about to send heavenly soldiers and generals to subdue Sun Wukong. At this moment, Tai Bai Jin Xing stepped forward with an idea. He suggested giving Sun Wukong an official position, trapping him in heaven. The Jade Emperor agreed and ordered Wen Chu Xing to write an edict for Tai Bai Jin Xing to invite Wukong to heaven. Tai Bai Jin Xing arrived at Flower Fruit Mountain, read the edict, and Sun Wukong was delighted. He ordered the monkeys to look after the mountain and followed Tai Bai Jin Xing to the Lingxiao Palace. When he arrived, Tai Bai Jin Xing informed the Jade Emperor, who asked, "Who is Wukong?" Wukong, with no courtesy or humility, casually replied, "I am." This lack of respect angered the other heavenly immortals. Unable to control Wukong's behavior, the Jade Emperor, upon Wu Chu Xing Jun's suggestion, decided to have Wukong look after the horses in heaven, the lowest position. Wukong only realized this after half a month. Furious, he used his golden banded staff to break out of the south heaven gate, returned to Flower Fruit Mountain, and declared himself the great sage equal to heaven, raising a flag on the mountain. Hearing that Sun Wukong had returned to Flower Fruit Mountain, the Jade Emperor ordered Li Tian Wang and Neza to lead an army to capture him. Unexpectedly, in their first confrontation, Neza's weapon was broken in a few rounds. In his anger, Neza transformed into a three-headed, six-armed figure and battled Wukong, who matched his transformation. They fought for a long time without a clear winner. Wukong secretly plucked a hair and used it to fight Neza. While Neza was distracted, Wukong struck him on the left arm, causing Neza to retreat. The Jade Emperor, furious at these events, planned to send more troops to deal with Sun Wukong. However, Tai Bai Jin Xing suggested a different approach, appointing Wukong as an honorary great sage equal to heaven with no real power, to prevent further conflicts. The Jade Emperor agreed and sent Tai Bai Jin Xing to negotiate. Wukong was delighted when he heard about this and came to heaven again. The Jade Emperor ordered the construction of a residence for Wukong in the Peach Garden. Wukong, a monkey at heart, enjoyed the title but didn't inquire about real authority, spending his days in heaven in leisure. As time passed, the Jade Emperor grew concerned about Wukong causing trouble due to idleness and assigned him the duty of overseeing the Peach Garden. The garden had 1,200 peach trees. The first group bore fruit every 3,000 years, granting immortality, the second group every 6,000 years, providing eternal youth, and the last group every 9,000 years, allowing those who consumed them to shine as bright as the sun and moon, with a lifespan equal to that of the universe. One day, as most of the peaches ripened, Wukong, tempted by their freshness, began secretly consuming them, going undetected. During the annual peach banquet, 7 celestial maidens, on the orders of the Queen Mother, arrived to pluck the peaches. Finding only a few ripe ones, they searched for more. After a long search, they finally discovered a ripe peach at the top of a tree. Unbeknownst to them, Wukong had just eaten the last ripe peach, and feeling tired, he transformed into a small creature and fell asleep on a cool branch. The celestial maidens found the ripe peach and picked it, inadvertently waking Wukong. Enraged, he took out his golden banded staff, accusing them of peach theft. The celestial maidens explained their purpose. Wukong used a paralyzing spell on them and flew to the jade pool. However, Wukong noticed that they did not summon him. With anger building up, he drank and feasted in heaven. After eating and drinking, he left the jade pool, sleepily stumbling into the palace of the heavens crowned, which was empty at the time, and consumed 5 of the elixir pills of the 8 divergences of the Supreme Ultimate, which he found there. Realizing the severity of his mistake, he ran back to the jade pool, stole some fine wine, and returned to Flower Fruit Mountain. Upon hearing these events, the Jade Emperor was furious. He ordered Li Tian Wang and Neza to lead an army of 100,000 celestial soldiers to capture Sun Wukong. However, Sun Wukong proved too formidable for them, and they were all defeated. Guan Yin then suggested seeking Erlang Shen's assistance. Erlang Shen, accompanied by his 6 brothers and an army of elite warriors, led an assault on Flower Fruit Mountain. He asked Li Tianwang to hold the demon-slaying mirror and reveal Wukong's location. Wukong confronted Erlang Shen, and their battle raged fiercely. During the battle, Erlang Shen's 6 brothers infiltrated Water Curtain Cave. Wukong, realizing that his home was under attack, transformed into a sparrow, intending to flee. Erlang Shen assumed the form of an eagle, ready to catch the sparrow. Wukong then turned into a cormorant, diving into the water, escaping Erlang Shen's grasp. He continued to transform, and Erlang Shen followed. Erlang Shen's patience ran out when Wukong transformed into a snake. Erlang Shen turned into a snake-eating eagle, waiting on the water's surface. When Wukong leaped onto the shore in the form of a water snake, Erlang Shen caught him. He attacked Wukong fiercely, who then turned into a vulture and flew away. Erlang Shen became a crane and chased Wukong into the clouds. After a lengthy chase, they returned to Flower Fruit Mountain. Seeing the heavenly army struggling, the Jade Emperor ordered Li Tianwang and Neza to strengthen their forces, surrounding Wukong. Son Wukong was eventually captured and imprisoned in the Thunderclap Temple. However, no matter how they tried to harm him, they could not harm a hair on his body. The Jade Emperor, frustrated, sought advice from the Heavenly Lord Laozi, who suggested melting Wukong in the 8 trigrams furnace. The Jade Emperor agreed. Son Wukong was taken to the furnace, but after 49 days, he managed to escape, gaining the power of fiery eyes and golden gaze. He threatened the Jade Emperor, and the immortals couldn't do anything about it. To resolve the situation, the Jade Emperor sought the Buddha's help. The Buddha, accompanied by his disciples Ananda and Kasyapa, arrived at the Lingxiao Palace. A truce was declared, and Wukong was ordered to come forward. Wukong, full of anger, didn't show respect to the Buddha. The Buddha extended his palm, challenging Wukong, "If you can jump out of my hand, I will advise the Jade Emperor to let you rule heaven." Wukong accepted the challenge and, with a somersault, jumped into the Buddha's palm, declaring his victory. However, he couldn't escape. The Buddha showed him that he never left his hand and that his name was written on the Buddha's finger. Wukong was astounded but wanted to see his written evidence on the distant pillars of heaven. The Buddha ejected Wukong from heaven, and Wukong attempted to escape the 5 Elements mountain. However, he was caught and imprisoned under the mountain. 500 years later, he was destined to be rescued.